Okay, so this video is specifically for families who want to do a Zoom evaluation for the state of Florida's homeschool requirement. I still recommend you watch the first video because it does give like a really good layout and like the goal and intent behind this evaluation. But just like super short and quick, the goal of this is to show progress at your child's level. So really truly throw out grade level ideas. This is where they should be. No, we're taking your child where they are, where they were at the beginning of the school year, and I want to see growth to the end of the school year. That is the whole point of this portfolio. And also, it's just so powerful for us as the home educators to see, to put this portfolio together and see, wow, we really did do a lot this year. We did more than enough. We made progress. We're doing great. And then it also shows the kid, the student, like, hey, look at all this stuff you did this year. Doesn't that feel amazing to have accomplished all that? So, my goal when I do an annual evaluation is for the family to feel proud and confident in their school year that, yes, we accomplished a lot. And this is good. We can rest, we can celebrate. We're done. So, we the state of Florida wants me to see that there's progress at your student's level and there's a reading log. Those are the things I'm supposed to look for. You can also share pictures of projects, field trips, things like that. And in fact, if you know you have like a reluctant or a resistant student who doesn't warm up very well, what you can do is send me some pictures that you actually know your child is going to want to talk about. And I start with that. I'm like, I'll share my screen and I'll be like, oh, what's happening in this picture? And usually it's something they want to tell you about. So they tell you about it. And it helps lower their guard so that they get into this state of mind where they realize, wait, I'm just telling her about my year. I'm just getting to show and tell because that's what it is. We want them to show and tell about their year and be proud in the work they've done. Um, and really, any ability level can do this, can sit there and tell you about their school year or something that they loved from their school year or something they hated from their school year. So, like, I'll share my screen, I'll share their reading along with them. Here, this is what your parents shared with me for your books this year. Which book would you read again? Which book did you want to burn in the fire? Things like that to just really kind of disarm them and let them know there is no right or wrong answer for this evaluation. I want to see progress and want to hear from them about their year. But I'm just going to give you like my preferred way for you to organize it. Again, you can do it any way you would like. As long as I get it like the day beforehand, because I'll get it, I'll look through the whole thing, I'll take notes so that when I show up to our evaluation on Zoom, I'm ready to go. Because kids don't have a long attention span, short and sweet, that's the goal. So let me share with you some samples we have. So the first one here, hold on one second. Okay, so this first one, this family prefers to do their portfolios through a Facebook group. They just create like a private group that they share with me and they put their work samples in it and pictures. So like this is their history that they did. So there's some work samples of their history throughout the year. She took pictures to show me like the different things they did on their call with their tutor, because that's what this family chooses to do. You don't have to do it that way, but she's just helping paint the picture of what their school year was like for the same family in the same group. So that would be like their history album. The next one, reading log album. Here's the reading logs. And then also pictures so that her students, when they're talking to me, can say, oh, yeah, that book. And they remember what the book is because a year is a long time. Sometimes kids forget, sometimes parents forget. And this is another sample from that same family. So here, this is their ELA, and she's kind of painting me a picture a little bit of what to talk about with him, some background from the year. Um, it was a harder year, and she explains a little bit about it so that when I go into the interview with your student, I'm a little prepped and I know the background, and I'm not going to like bring up some trauma that triggers them. But then again, work samples are in here, a progress report that the tutor gave them, it's there. So that's one way, like through Facebook groups and having different albums. Another way you can do it, now this is a high school student. making a drive folder and just putting their different subjects. And then once I click on that folder, I can open it and I see work samples. Not every single piece of work they did. Please don't feel like you have to show me every single piece of work they did because I'm not going to look at it. I want to see growth. So they put like something from maybe September, October, December, January, February, March, just a little bit of work from each subject so I can see the growth. They include the report card there for their kid because sometimes our kids go other places and take classes and then we get report cards from that. Or like if you do IXL or time for learning or any of those kind of things, they give you progress reports. You can put those in the portfolio also. Okay, here's another one. This is a Google Drive that they shared with me. A little less organized, but when I click on those pictures, it brings up pictures of her math. And I can see beginning of the year math, middle year math, end of the year math. It brings up pictures of what she's done in language arts. And then she does have some essays that she did, history stuff. So I can just look through and see what she has covered this year, how she's made growth. And then this video here, Answers, is where she's like telling me about her reading log, books she liked and didn't like. She's kind of showing me physically some of the things in her portfolio that she didn't want to scan and upload all into the Drive file. And so those are just some ways you can organize your digital portfolio so I can look at it and see progress and see your reading log. And then we just have like a real quick conversation with your student about it and done. I sign the form, I email it to you, and you submit it to your county. And that is it for the state of Florida. That's all we have to do for those portfolios. If you have any questions about this, please reach out. Let me know. If you're ready to schedule your evaluation, go ahead, reach out. We'll get it set up. But it really truly is a time to celebrate all the work you've done this year and to just like put a bow on it, like the final finishing touch. Like, yes, this was our year and we are proud of it. And give your student that chance to kind of wrap up the year and be proud of it before they move into the next school year.